Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Well, welcome to the Toasted Iron experience. Hopefully, first of many. Bear with me as I'm figuring out all this video editing stuff. This is the first time I'm doing this, but I'm recording this after the fact of making the video. So, hopefully, you enjoy. If you do, drop a like, drop a subscribe. Let me know I can do better. Alright, bear with me. This is my first time recording something, so we shall see how it turns out. We'll get through one way or the other. Well, basically, I've been playing Runescape for like 15 years now, for a long time, and I know a lot about this game. I know a lot of the niche little stupid stuff that nobody really should know, but it's stuck in my brain. So yeah, basically I'm just wanting to kind of make a little series, hopefully, and kind of track the progression of my Iron Man here and see where it goes. And also, it's been a great tool for helping me get real close to maxing my main. I'm getting pretty close on that, so we'll see what happens with that. Maybe I can throw some of that in here too with that progression. And yeah, basically just doing this for fun, just trying to see where it goes and what I can do with it, you know? I have a lot of plans for the account going forward. We'll see where it really ends up, but basically just finished RFD, just started running a couple barrel runs, getting through all that stuff, getting spooned at barrows, but in all the wrong ways. I'm sure you'll all see that in a second once I start putting those things in here. But yeah, my plans for now are just continuing on with barrows, doing some farm runs to try to keep my seeds up because prayer potions are an issue as usual. These are what my stats are looking like right now, getting up there in a couple things, but still lacking in a couple things here and there too, but we're getting there, We're finally starting to feel like I'm playing the game again. I've been just stuck in early game for a long time, feels like. But yeah, my plans for now are barrows, got to get that tank gear, and then we're going to go do some Slayer, hopefully, to get the requirements for Perilous Moons. Again, just need 48 Slayer, then we can do that. I might sneak the Zombie Axe in right around then or before, but definitely going to get that before we head to Moons. But I'm getting a lot of runes from barrows and all that, so we should be able to just barrage that, hopefully knock that out pretty quick. But yeah, that's the immediate plans, along with some skilling and some farming, of course, but yeah, we'll see where it goes. Hope that this turns out okay. Alright, Barrows chest number 100. Do I get lucky? Oh, go. Oh, didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Okay, well, that might have been one of the worst chests I've seen at 100, to be honest. That's pretty bad. Well, anyway, I guess at number 100 we'll show off the collection log, see where we're at so far, and actually looking pretty decent. I have quite a few items. I've been spooned on them, but like nothing I mean, not nothing I want, but nothing that helps me right now. I really was looking for either Darox or Torag's tank armor, but 5 weapons, 4 helms, and a Carol's top, no dupes, is still pretty insane for 100 KC. So I can't complain too much. But yeah, we've definitely been spooned here. But I think I need a break from barrows for a little bit. So I'm not really haven't decided what we're gonna go do next yet, but I will figure that out and I will let you know here in a couple seconds, probably. I lied. I'm going to talk about farming first. So as I said earlier, the prayer potions are a problem, and so I've been doing a bunch of medium contracts. Now that I just hit 62 just before I started recording, I went to Tithe Farm and got that up to 62. So doing as many of these farming contracts as I can in hopes of getting the herb stacks up and not running out of prayer potions because I'm already down to like 20 or 30 after a 100 barrows run. So we need to keep doing this and getting that back up there. All right, and what do we get from this pack? Let's take another thing. Snake grass. I think I have that somewhere else. Okay, cool. So what do we get? Willow seeds are okay, I guess, but the rest of that is not what I'm looking for. But okay, maybe we'll keep doing those. Alright, I've decided that we need to deal with this cash stack a little bit. I've got a decent amount of rune arrows from LMS built up, but this 14k is all we have to our name right now. So we're going to go high alch and AFK some agility just to finish up a graceful. All I need left is the boots, I believe. So we're just going to get some marks of grace and hopefully get a little bit more of a cash stack going here. And that's all I can afford right now. So yep. I did at one point have like, I think it was about 2 mil cash stack at one point from wealthy citizens over in Varlamore. That's how I got 77 thieving pretty much, AFK and that, and doing stuff on the main. But we've since spent all of that. I don't have the high alch runes for this. Oh boy, we'll fix that in a second. But we've spent all of that since then, and we need to start making it go back up a little bit, you know. So this is the first start to that and getting the graceful. But yeah, we'll just run this lap without alching, and then I'll go get the things I need and get on it. Alright, slight detour from the Ironman, because I think now would be a pretty good time to show off the main for a second, because... Boom, 98 Runecraft. So, we are getting there on runecrafting. Almost done with that. So here's the stats I'm rocking with here. Don't look at everything except for agility. And I know. That one's not doing great. But other than that, we're getting pretty close on runecrafting. Fishing's basically there. Smithing's probably the next thing I'm going to knock out. Maybe thieving, we'll see. But yeah, then agility's the looming thing over all of this. But yeah, I've been sitting here doing Soul Altar for literally a month probably at this point. I finished green logging Delve, and then I've been sitting here, and I only leave when someone asks me to go Tob or something like that. So that's kind of what the main's been doing, getting on its way there. But I could put some Tob content and some pretty high level stuff in here too, so we could see where that goes if anybody would want to see that. So yeah, and while the main is still over there doing all that stuff, we've been over here getting these marks of grace, pretty much almost there. Need 40 for those boots, and then we're done with Graceful finally, so that's pretty good. I forgot how long this grind was. It's been years since I've done it, so forgot how long this takes, but we've made a little bit over 150k, running out of rune arrows too right now, so good timing to be done. But yeah, and then I will see you over in Birthrope in a second. Alright, made it over to Birthrope, and we got our Graceful boots, so we got Graceful all finished up, so that's pretty good for the account. That took a lot longer than I remember it. I thought it was going to be quicker, but we're there. Got up to 66 agility and 73 magic. Gonna have to go back and do a little bit more agility to get up to 70s to do some of those upper quests and all that stuff, but we have plenty of other skills that need to hit 72 before then too. So we got time. We got plenty of things to do. And then 73 magic puts us pretty close to Mage Cape 2, which I haven't even gotten the first one yet because I'm a little scared of the wilderness. That's why I was buying my nature runes from Taltechlin, the Varlamore place, which is a great place to go. New place to get some good runes, other than Mage Bank and the last update or Varlamore updates. So that's been helpful. I think before we go back to Barrows, I'm gonna go knock out the lunar quest to get the lunar spellbook, because then I have all the spellbooks. So just to get that stuff done and over with. But yeah, we still have a lot more quests to do in the future, but that's the one I think that needs to get done, just so we have all spellbooks, because that'll just be nice to have them. Alright, we have made it to Relica, one of my favorite places in the game. I don't know, I just love the aesthetic of this place, and I just have memories when I was a kid of just getting that first Berserker helm and doing the Dagonoth Kings and all that stuff comes from out of here. So, oh yeah, and the sand crabs that used to be like the only sand crabs in the game, but now we are mega spoiled with the gemstone crab, and no one has to think about that anymore or fight people for their spot. But yeah, all right, so on to Lunar Diplomacy quest. It's been a while since I've been over in this area of the game, but that's why we made this account, to go do all this stuff again. Of course, but we're spacebarring through it all, of course, still. There's no way I'm not, let's be honest. If I remember right, this guy gives you this, like, or you need to get a seal or from somewhere, or maybe I'm doing that right now. Need to get a seal that'll let me bank on the island, so I only brought a couple things that the quest helper told me to bring to start the quest, and then I think you can bank pretty early on once you get to the Lunar Isles. But we will see. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. This guy just gave us the seal, so we are on our way over to the islands. Oh, right. This is this quest. Oh, get out of here, Forester. You don't belong here. This is this quest where you have to deal with this whole area before you actually make it. I totally forgot about this. Oh, well. Can we do it this time? Ah, sweet. Okay. Made it to Lunar Isle. Alright, let's go learn some new spells. Alright, we have to run all the way around. Ugh. Sukwas. Been a minute since I've seen these guys. They're just the most skippable Slayer task ever created, you know? Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. Oops. Alright, we made it the right way into town. This guy gets to be in the cutscene with me, look at him. Wow, Lunar Isle. This place is really cool too. I think just all of the Fremennik stuff and all the adjacent stuff is really cool and really well done. It's kind of it's mostly my favorite stuff, I think. I don't know, just the way it all looks and feels. It just looks good. Alright, let me just check if I can bank already or not, because I do remember being able to. There's no one standing there. Okay, cool, yeah. So we can just grab items from here from on out when we need them in the quest. So should hopefully be able to finish it all here, because I know I have everything I need. Oh, right, the house with legs. Where is it? Baba Yaga. It's been a long time. Alright, hello, ma'am. I remember you can get some really good runes here, too. Or not really, yeah, there's a good stock in here for me to take advantage of. Better than what I was using before. There's 250 nature runes here, so I should have probably done this earlier, but oh well. No, not trade. Alright, so now we're at the part where we're making the sleep potion, so we can enter the dream world, or whatever they call it in here. But I know I have all the stuff in my bank, so let's go grab that stuff out and get this potion finished off. Guam. There until. Alright, got that potion finished up. Now I gotta go kill a couple of those Sequo we saw earlier. So let's grab some melee gear out. And let's go deal with them. I think I can kill these things pretty easy. I mean, I hope so. We're gonna find out real quick. I might have to pray for it, though. We'll find out. Alright, well, killing that first one wasn't too bad. It just took a minute, but I think we're just gonna stay for the extra Sequo hides that we're gonna need in the future. And just get a couple more killed while we're here. Okay, and that's hide number 4, so I think that's all we're going to need. So let's just go back and grab our pestle and mortar, make sure the seal's on. Grind that tooth up, and put it in the potion. And that's the end of the potion, so now we gotta go talk to the Oniromancer, that one. Alright, she has stolen my potion that we worked really hard on. And so now I need to go back to the bank, get my Drummond staff, and we're heading to the rune altars, the basic rune altars, to get this staff made. Alright, let's snag all the talismans we're gonna need. We're gonna need air, earth, fire, water. And the Drummond staff. And then I have to remember where any of these altars are, because no clue. So we'll go find them. We have found the air altar, 1 down, 3 to go. And fire done. Water done. And lastly, earth done. So I think, yep, that is the staff completed. So now we just got to go back to the Oniromancer. Alright, and we have made it back to Lunar Isles. Haven't been on this account in a couple days. That's why my inventory looks a lot different. I've done a couple farming runs here and there, but went to a concert over the weekend in Vegas, actually. I saw Dirty Heads, so that was a fun weekend. So, yeah, back to grind on this. So we'll get back on the Lunar Diplomacy quest. Oh, yeah, here's the part where we all make all the armor. I think I'm just going to kind of jump through this pretty quick. Boots. All right, and that is the full Lunar Isle set. All right, and then talking to the Oniromancer for the second to last time, and I think we finished the quest with her. So we talked to her this last time, and then I think we're going to go do the combat section of this quest and get that done with. Alright, so now we've got everything to go into the Dreamland and do the combat section of this quest, which I haven't done in a long time, so wish me luck. We'll see how it goes, but let's just get our inventory set up, and I will see you in the Dreamland. All right, we are all ready to go. Lose our hardcore status, so an easy quest. No, hopefully not, just kidding. No plans on dying to this. It should be pretty relatively easy, but we shall see. Let's get in there. The Dreamland. We've been talking about it the whole time. What do you mean, where are you? We're in the Dreamland. I don't know. Oh, getting shocked. I was just about to say, I don't know, I think this guy's going easy on us, but... Okay, we're good. No thought process at all. Just click Lighty number. Another one done. Made simple by Quest Helper. Ooh, dice game. Love me a dice game. Oh, this one actually I have to use my brain. Oh, jeez. Hello, cat. You gonna bang into everything now? Sir, I'm kind of doing something right now. You're gonna be the one that kills this account, aren't you? I know you are. Oh, Jesus. Yep. Yeah. No, not on the keyboard. Oh my god. We can do this. Okay, thank you. There we go. Alright, finally made it to the other side of this thing. Nothing. I learned nothing. And this should be the last stack. So you got beat up, dude. No chance. No Troys for you. Alright, I think that is the last one, so we are on to the final part of this quest. Gotta just beat some guy up with some fire spells, and then we're on our way. Fight me. Fight me! Oh, I don't know why. Oh, you know what? I was scared of Dream Mentor. I remember the Dream... Oh, what just happened? I remember the Dream Mentor quest. That one's a lot more scarier than this. That's what I was thinking of. But we'll get to there at some point too. So yeah, that was incredibly easy. I thought that was going to be a little harder than that. And we're going to read my life. My whole life. And that's it. Cool. So let's go turn this question and be done with this for now. All right, back for the final time to say hi to the Neuromancer. We'll be back at some point for Dream Mentor, but not anytime soon, I don't think. We got a lot more quests to do. And boom, there we go. That's the lunar spells completed. There's a lot of useful spells on there that we can use. Maybe that can be a runecrafting level as well. The ones I'm looking forward to the most, let me see real quick. I know it's Plank Make is going to help me out. And what's the one for 77? That one. No. Tan leather, and oh, the super glass make. That one's a good one for me too. I want to get some magic XP alongside making my glass for crafting. So got to get a couple more magic levels for that, and that's helpful. And yeah, I know we need for Plank Make we need Dream Mentor. So at some point we'll obviously come back and do that. But yeah, we'll get there at some point. Well, cool. That's the first quest completed in this little series. I'm not sure whether I want to add like more of the quest and kind of make it more long form with that, or if I want to just kind of speed through some of the stuff. But maybe we'll take it on a quest to quest basis. Like the Grandmaster quests, I'll definitely show a lot more of, but we shall see. But yeah, so that's the first quest done. Let's figure out what we're gonna do next. I think it's pretty much a toss-up between just going back to Barrows or doing some more quests. I know I have a ton of the prereqs for like Song of the Elves and stuff like that, and just Sins of the Father, all that good stuff. We could definitely go over and do Roving Elves. I know I have pretty much all the requirements for that and start on that to get us closer to doing like the Morning's End and that kind of stuff to get us to Song of the Elves. I think there's a couple other Mauritania quests that I need to do. But I think either way, I think I want to go run some Barrows either way, just do a couple more. It's been quite a few days since I've been over there last. So hopefully we can go over there and maybe finally snag that Derek or Tarags, don't matter to me, one of the tank gears. And when we can stop thinking about that place for a while, because I'd like to save some of my drops there for much later when we have Mauritania Elite or Hard or whatever it is to be able to get the extra runes. So I do not want to go super dry on those there and miss out on a bunch of potentially more runes in the future. I think at this point we'll just go run maybe 20 or 30 more Barrows run somewhere around there, see what I can snag. and maybe get lucky on a couple more items, and maybe just end the video there for now, and then push on some quests in the next one and some more skill and stuff. But yeah, we'll see where we end up, and see you in a sec. Probably Barrows. So I had this whole thing planned out, right? I was like 20 or 30k to 99 Runecraft. Romeo, my guy, my shot, please. I was like 20 or 30k to 99 Runecraft, and I went to bed last night, and I was like, okay, cool, tomorrow morning I'll get up, and I'll make sure I get that, and I'll do a little clip, and I'll record it all, and do all that. But yeah, I was tired this morning, and I forgot how close I was, and so yeah, hey, 99 Runecrafting, we got it. So let's go right over and get the cape for that somewhere over here. But I've been doing some Barrows runs on the iron, I've gone well past 30 at this point. I think about like almost 140. So I've done about 40. I think I'm going to get to 50 and then call it there. And then call it a video, I think. So after we get this cape real quick, I think I'm going to just, boom, take that. I think we're just going to go knock out like 10 more Barrows runs and see if I can get anything else. And call it a video there, so. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully we can get some more levels on this account going forward here and get close to max, and we're getting there. Not the best angle for this, but there. Alright, cool. Here's some Barrows clips. Well, the first thing I get when I come back is a duplicate Guthin's helm, so that's not great. That's the first dupe we get, but pretty soon here we end up breaking the streak a little bit. We do a little better, and actually I end up doing a little bit more than 20 or 30 just because I got into it. But our next drop, it was pretty soon after that, was an arms rope top, so that one's gonna be pretty big going forward. I'm definitely gonna be using that some places. We're still looking for that Darrock and Torag plate body or legs, but on KC 144 we ended up with the Guthin's chain skirt, which is just the kind of lesser alternative to that, but if it comes to it, we'll use that. And then here's chest 150. Didn't end up with anything there, but that's going to be our stopping point for now. And that'll be the end of our first little Barrows arc that we'll do on this account, so let's take a look at that collection log real quick. We ended up adding a dupe Guthin's helm, arms robe top, and Guthin's chain skirt. So definitely not getting as lucky as we were on that first 100, but maybe we can increase that a little bit on that second 50 when we get back to here. But I think we're going to end it here. So if you actually made it this far, then thank you very much for sticking around to the end. In the next one, I'm going to be training some Slayer, going to be doing some more quests, and pushing on towards Moon still, and then we'll definitely end up back at Barrows before we end up doing that, but we'll get there. And so yeah, if you like, maybe drop a subscribe, drop a like, leave me a comment on something, on anything really, whatever you want to tell me. So yeah, thanks for sticking around. See you in the next one, hopefully.